The Smartdop XT6 is an automated vascular testing system used for ABIs, TBIs and pulse volume studies. The XT6 can measure up to 6 sites by pressing a single button. The test is controlled by a software program called SmartXT Link, which uses Microsoft Windows. If desired, further segmental pressure testing is available for up to 14 sites on a rolling basis. Firstly, we'll show you how the preparations are done for the XT. Install SmartXT Link on the computer by following the instructions. Connect the XT to your computer with the USB cable. Turn the XT on and the driver should be installed automatically. Open the SmartXT Link and the patient information screen will appear. Type the information, or you may enter this information later. After typing the information, click Save. Go to the options screen and click Search COM to search for the COM port where the XT is connected. The SmartXT Link will show the COM port number. Click Return to the main screen. These are the necessary components for automatic arterial testing for the 6 sites. All the cuffs and tubing for the testing sites, 2 PPG probes for great toe testing. Click the automatic arterial testing launcher icon to open it. It has 6 blood pressure boxes for left and right arm, ankle and great toe. And each pressure box has a waveform window except arm pressure boxes. Each site is coloured differently. Arms are coloured white, ankles are in green, and black is for the great toe. The picture of the body on the XT has the same colouring as the testing screen. All the tubing with the blue colour is for the right side. Wrap a cuff snugly on each site using a correct sized cuff for each patient. The arm cuff is in white, so white tubing should be connected to the white port. The other side should be connected to the right arm cuff. The ankle tubing has a green tip, so connect the green tubing to the green port on the other side to the right ankle cuff. The tubing for the toe has a black tip. Connect the black tubing to the black port and the right toe cuff. Connect the tubing without the blue collar for the left side in the same way. Connect the 2 PPG probes to the XT and fix each PPG transducer against the pad of each of the great toes using the PPG clip like this. Click Settings and select Auto Testing Order from 2 types of order for leg testing. The first order is normally recommended and click Save. Click the sound icon to control the PV sounds. You can select R or L side from where pulse volume sounds come out. Move the slider to adjust sound volume. Now, make sure all the cuffs and probes are connected correctly, and then preparation is done. Click Auto Start and a message box will appear for checking all the connections. Red star marks represent which sites will be tested next. Once you double check the connections, click OK and the XT will start automatic arterial testing. Now the XT is testing arm pressure on both sides. Pressure is going up. After taking arm pressures, XT is now taking pulse volume on great toe continuously. Now taking toe pressures. After the toe pressures have been taken, it then takes the ankle pulse volume. After measuring pulse volume, it starts to measure the ankle pressures. When all the tests are completed, the dialog box appears. Click OK. Now, the XT is dumping all the air from the cuffs. A beeping sound can be heard during this process. In case you are not satisfied with the result, you can perform each test individually again. For example, if you don't like it, just click the waveform window to retest individually. The XT starts the test again. For blood pressure, click this pressure icon and select Take Pressure. Prepare the necessary components for Doppler arterial testing. In addition to the same components for automatic arterial testing, you just need an 8 MHz Doppler probe and ultrasound gel. Click the Doppler arterial testing launcher icon to open it. Click Settings and set each setting for Doppler arterial testing. Select either Doppler or PV to be used for waveform testing. If you select Doppler, connect the 8 MHz probe to the XT. Now, Doppler is selected. Select Auto Testing and choose the sequence from the 4 options. Now the first one is selected. Click Save. Click Auto Start and a dialog box will appear. At the beginning of each test, a red star will appear to let you know which site should be tested. Make sure that the cuffs and probes are ready and click OK. Now it is taking the right arm pressure. Follow the guidance on the upper left of the monitoring screen to take the arm pressure. After taking the right arm pressure, the XT will take the left arm pressure. Make sure the cuff and Doppler probe are ready for left arm pressure and click OK. After taking arm pressures for both sides, the XT will automatically take the waveform and then pressure on the right great toe with the PPG probe. After the right great toe, a dialog box will appear for the right ankle velocity. Make sure the Doppler probe is ready and click OK. Place the Doppler probe at the posterior tibial and take the velocity waveform. After taking the ankle velocity, the XT will continue to take the right ankle pressure. Proceed to the left side in the same way as the right side. When all tests are completed, the dialog box appears. Click OK to close it. If desired, further segmental pressure studies can be done on a rolling basis for up to 14 sites on both the automatic and Doppler arterial testing screens. To enable the 14 sites, click the 14 sites button on the test screen to expand from 6 to 14 sites for segmental studies. The two green ports originally used for the ankles will be repeatedly used for each segmental study for the remaining sites, one after the other. Click each trash can and click Remove to remove any testing site from the screen that you don't want to test. Click the 6 sites and then the 14 sites button in order to reinstate all of the removed windows. Click Settings and select Auto Testing Order for leg testing. Use the mid-sized cuff VC-7.5 for the transmetatarsal testing. Prepare the cuffs, tubing and PPG probes for the testing sites. Click Auto Start. At the beginning of each test, a red star will appear to let you know which site is being tested. Double check the connections between the transmetatarsal cuffs and the green inflation ports. and click OK. The XT will start taking the transmetatarsal pulse volume. Now it is automatically taking the dorsalis pedis pressures with the PPG probes. When the dorsalis pedis testing is completed, the XT link will show a dialog box for the next test. Connect the green tubing to each side of the below the knee cuff and click OK. Now it's taking below the knee pulse volume. For Doppler arterial testing, the ankle cuff is used for taking the transmetatarsal and the dorsalis pedis pressures. Therefore, the transmetatarsal cuff can be removed to place Doppler probe over dorsalis pedis while taking the pressure. Connect the two PPG probes to the XT. Click the PPG Venous Reflux launcher icon. Open the settings and set the settings for Venous Reflux study. Select Test Mode, Single or Dual Test. Type the number of times the patient needs to perform a dorsal inflection. Check the checkbox for half recovery time to show it on the screen. Click Save. Click the sound icon to adjust sound volume for the XT. Now, let the patient sit on an examination table so that the feet are off the floor. Fix the PPG transducer over the malleolus with the tape like this. Click Monitoring to start monitoring the waveform. When the waveform becomes stable, click Start Test to start the venous reflux study. Ask the patient to flex his foot normally 5 times, synchronizing with the beep sounds. Adjust the sound volume on your computer for the beep sounds. After the exercise, ask the patient to relax his foot and remain still. After the waveform returns to the baseline, the XT will automatically freeze and save the waveform and show the recovery time. Click Second Test to add the second test window on the screen if necessary. Foot temperature study is optionally available for the XT. This is the optional foot temperature probe. Connect the probe to the probe connector with the temperature symbol here. Click the foot temperature launcher icon to open it. You can take several temperatures on each foot. The temperature box for the next testing site will be highlighted in light blue. Place the tip of the probe close to the testing site, less than 4 centimeters. Press the probe button to take the foot temperature and it will be shown in the box. The next temperature box will be automatically highlighted in light blue. To redo a temperature reading, click on the temperature box desired and take the temperature again. Click Settings. Set temperature unit for either Celsius or Fahrenheit. Extra temperatures. Check the checkbox to show extra temperature boxes on the screen. Overtype for a suitable site name in each of the name boxes.